Hi besties, welcome back to another one of my videos. I am going to do a 24-hour reading vlog today, which I'm sure you saw in the caption, but it's going to be different than a normal I'm just reading for 24 hours straight. I am going to do a 24-hour reading-thon of start and pausing it, so I'll be able to see how much I can read in a 24-hour period, and then also I will see how long it will take me to read 24 hours. I'm gonna put in like a really big effort this week to actually sit down and read for hours and hours and hours at a time so that I can crunch this out very quickly. But I'm gonna start a timer on my watch, 4-hour increments. So that's gonna be 6 4-hour increments, which is a lot. These are the two books I'm in the middle of, so these are the two books I'm starting with. I am only 47 pages in, and we're starting with Dishonestly Yours, which I'm 110 pages in. I'm gonna start with Dishonestly Yours, but to give a little description of what it is, it's actually the same authors from the Addicted Callaway series, but this one is about you follow this girl named Phoebe, and her whole life she's been a con artist and she's been lying and deceitful and nothing's been truthful with her best friend Haley. That's her best friend's name. And they decide that they're going to move to Connecticut, not tell their families, and try to live a honest and truthful life. They get an apartment and they try to get normal jobs. But the best friend's brother finds out and actually follows them to Connecticut and throws a wrench in their plans. And best friend's brother trope. But so far I'm 100 pages in. I'm really enjoying it, really liking where the story is heading, and I really like the characters and kind of the mystery of what they do and everything like that. So I'm enjoying it. Hi besties, we're on day 2 of the how many days it's going to take me to read for 24 hours. And I kind of changed some things last night. I started a 24-hour timer on my watch. I think what I'm gonna do is like every time I stop it after a big chunk, I'm just gonna like keep in my notes app the time. So if I need to restart it, like if it ends on me or something, I have like the time in my app and I can just restart it. I think it'll be easier to keep track of than doing 4-hour increments. But last night I only read for an hour, so I have 23 hours left, and I read some more of this book. I got like more pages in within that hour, and I don't really have more of an update for this. I'm liking it. Is it my favorite book? Probably not right now, but hoping that I can get under 20 hours today. So let's see if I can get my goal. Hi besties. A little update. I'm doing really bad out, so if you hear thunder, that's why. But I feel like this challenge is going to give you guys also a little insight on how it's like to be a book girly who works full-time in the corporate world, because it is 12:30. I'm just now taking my lunch break. I'm about to go to the gym because I can't after work today. So I'm going to listen to the audiobook of A Lesson in Vengeance. I've had this book on my TBR for a little over 2 years now, I think. So it'll be good to check it off that list. I like 23 hours because I haven't read anything today because I've been super busy. But I'm hoping to get this under 20 today. I do have plans after work, but I should be able to read a couple hours after my plans. We'll hope. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. Hi besties, it is day 3 of my reading, seeing how long it takes me to read for 24 hours. And I hit 20 hours today. I haven't filmed yet today. It's almost dinner time. I'm ready for dinner. And I've been reading all day. You would have saw I inserted some clips. But I wanted to do a little check-in, finally talk to you guys today. So going on day 3, I got over halfway in Dishonestly Yours. I have 20 hours and 20 minutes remaining, so I'm not quite there, but I'm going to be getting under 20 hours today. That was my goal yesterday. We did not achieve it yesterday. I think I read for only an hour yesterday as well. So I've already read for almost 2 hours today. That's between reading this morning before work. I read some on my lunch break, and then I've been listening to my audiobook on and off as well. But I'm hoping to crush out another, hopefully, hour today. I have dinner, and then after dinner, I don't really have much going on. So I'm hoping I can crush another hour or whatever and get under 20 hours today. It's gonna seem like it's gonna take me a while to get through this 24 hours, but once we hit Friday and we hit the weekend, we'll crush these hours like nothing. This week has just been a particularly busy week, but I want to be as authentic as possible. I want to be as open as possible and just show you what it's like working full-time in the corporate world and trying to read and trying to be a book girly and all of that good stuff. So just wanted to give you a little update. 50% through this one. My thoughts really haven't changed. I'm really enjoying it. The last aspect of it, the plot of it is so good. The romance I'm like eating up for some reason. It's nothing special, but it's good. And yeah, my audiobook also, I'm listening to A Lesson in Vengeance, and I have to say it's okay so far. I'm about 60 pages into the book. It's a YA thriller. I'm not sure if I said that. Don't know much about it yet, but I think I'll listen to it a little bit more, get a little bit more into it, and then I'll collect my thoughts and give you guys details on that one. I figure we'll finish that one in this reading vlog. We'll finish this one. We'll finish Luca, and then we can go and see what else I want to pull. So, hi besties. It is day 4 of how many days it take me to read for 24 hours, and I have an exciting update. I have 19 hours and 30 minutes left, so we're under 20 hours, which is absolutely awesome. I got pretty far into Dishonestly Yours. I only have like 150 pages yet. I feel like my thoughts haven't been changing. I feel like this book isn't anything jaw-dropping, awing, like I'm not gonna give it 5 stars vibes, unless the ending's crazy. But I think it's good. Like, it's entertaining. I'm enjoying the characters. I'm enjoying the story, the plot, everything like that is good. So I'm gonna continue on this one. I will be finishing this today if it's the last thing I do. And I will be getting through some of this time today if it's the last thing I do. But I'm excited because tomorrow is Friday, which starts the weekend. And I'm just excited to be able to get through this 24 hours. I feel like me reading an hour a day the last 3 days is so realistic. And I know if you're a girly out there who works full-time or like a 9 to 5 or anything, you understand this, especially throw in having kids or responsibilities, all of that good stuff, then you understand this and you know this. And I'm glad I could be authentic for you guys. Okay, y'all. I finished this book. I have exciting news. I have exactly 18 hours left, and I finished my first book. I finished Dishonestly Yours. I think I'm gonna rate it 3.5 to 4 stars, maybe 3.75. I'm not entirely sure, but I think for my thoughts, ratings, all of that things, I did very much enjoy the plot. I think the ending leaves on a cliffhanger, just an FYI, and I definitely see myself reading the next book. The romance in the book I very much enjoyed. The female main character is a little bit seeming on the younger side, but it also could be the way she was raised and how she was raised and all of that stuff. This level probably like a 1, maybe a 1.5. There wasn't much spice. There's like one scene. The romance between the male main character and the female main character, I absolutely adored their banter and their relationship, all of that good stuff. I absolutely adored it. Hi besties. I haven't checked in for a full day. It is Saturday. It is day 6 of the how many days will it take for me to read 24 hours. Yesterday I really didn't pick up my phone and film. I didn't pick up my camera to film at all. But I did do some reading. I was so busy yesterday though. The only reading I did was right before bed. So that's why I really didn't pick up my like camera to film or anything. So I wanted to update you guys though, because I did bring it upon myself. I started Chain of Iron, and last night I got like 80 pages into this chunky bad boy. So I'm very happy with that progress. It's gonna take me a while. My Kindle says 8.5 hours, and that's okay because we have 15 hours and 50 minutes left. So we are almost under 10 hours. My goal today is to get under 10 hours. So get under 14 hours remaining, hopefully get even less than that. I plan on sitting down and reading for hours, and then tomorrow I blocked off most of my day to read to get through this. I have a feeling we're gonna go into Monday, but like I said, I wanted this to be realistic. I wanted to see how long it would take me to read for 24-hour periods, especially with working full-time and life, socialization, dog, all of that good stuff. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick little update, and yeah. Hi besties, welcome to day 7 of this challenge. I am in for a rude awakening. I thought this was gonna take me a week to read for 24 hours. It has taken me a week to read 10 hours. So at this rate, it's gonna take exactly 2 weeks for me to get through this challenge. Not happy about it, but I think I'm gonna try to I keep saying this in all of my clips. I think I'm gonna try to read more. No, I'm actually gonna try to read more today. I'm going to make it a responsibility I have to always put on my audiobook if I'm doing something, or just try to get some hours in. We have 14 hours and 16 minutes remaining. I listened to an hour at the gym today of my audiobook. I wanted to give you guys a little sit down update about all of these books that I've been reading, going through all of this stuff. I know I already talked about Dishonestly Yours. It's the first book we finished in the first 10 hours, and yeah, I'm gonna proceed. So this book I keep showing Luca. I don't think I've read any of it in this reading vlog, and I'm still only 47 pages in. I think I'm going to focus on this week to get this finished and just off my TBR. I haven't picked it up since I started this on Monday, so next up is the audiobook I've been listening to. I haven't gone into any detail about this one. I have A Lesson in Vengeance. I'm 50% through. I have been listening to this on audiobook. I'm debating DNFing, so we'll see how that goes. It's a dark academia sapphic romance thriller, but I am liking it. So my thoughts, why I'm DNFing. It's very boring. So you have the story of like, okay, like what really happened, another plot going on, a new character that is brought in that is helping the main character like live her past to figure out like what's going on at the school. It's kind of boring. I might finish it just to see like what the heck happened, because I am intrigued, but like I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated on that one. And then lastly, you guys already saw this, but I started Chain of Gold. I read more of this last night before bed. 7 chapters in. I got 144 pages into this one. I'm really enjoying this one. I can't really go too much in depth on this one because it is the second book of this series, but if you guys know anything about the Cassandra Clare universe, these are the kids from the Infernal Devices trilogy that I just recently read. So me and my friend are kind of buddy reading the Cassandra Clare universe, and we are reading like the order in which she advises you to read. So it's like the order of events that happens within the books, because they're all in the same universe. So we're reading it in that order. So this was the trilogy that we currently are on, and then after this is like the most popular series she has, like the City of Bones, City of Ashes series. So yeah, this is book 2. They're all chunky, so we're getting through this one. My Kindle says I have like 8 hours left of this one, and I have 14 hours left in the readathon, or the 24-hour challenge. So there'll be more books in this challenge besides this one. If you're like, like I don't even know this series, don't care about this series, bear with me. I was really in the mood for read it. So if you do love it, happy you're here. If you don't, I'm sorry, new books are coming. Hi besties, I wanted to give a little update because I am under halfway. I meant to film this when I got to 12 hours, but I was in the middle of reading this book, and I actually finished this book. I finished this at not exactly, but around 11 hours. So we are ending day 7. I think we're on day 7 at exactly 11 hours. So that means it took us a full week to read 13 hours while working full time and having a life, you know? I definitely could have done better at focusing and prioritizing reading, and I think going into this new week I'm going to do that, but I'm actually really disappointed that I only read 13 hours this week. I finished this book. I should probably tell you guys my thoughts and feelings on it. So I'm rating it 3.5 stars. I feel like for the length of the book, the characters moved really fast. So that's like understandable, but I just don't enjoy those types of books. I have a hard time reading romances that's less than 300 pages because I feel like they just move at a very fast pace that isn't really realistic in my opinion. There's also a daughter. He's a single dad. So there's a daughter in this that also maybe acted the way that I wouldn't think a 12-year-old would act. But that's just like personal preference. I was entertained. I read it. It was good. Do I really have that bad of things to say about it? No, but those are my thoughts on that one. Chain of Iron, I got to chapter 9, which is page 190. So I think 30% into this book. So we're chugging right along. Actually, that might only be 20% into the book. I think I'm 20% into the book. I think I made up that 30%. But yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm about to get in bed and snuggle up for the night, find a book on my Kindle to start reading, and I'll update you guys on that once I get into it and figure out what I want to do. Hi besties, it's day 8 and I have some exciting news. We are under double-digit numbers. I only have 9 hours and 30 minutes left. I am so excited. I did a bunch of reading this morning and on my lunch break, and it is afternoon. I'm still kind of working. Took a little break to film, but I wanted to give a little update. So last night I finished Luca. I think I was at 11 hours or something around there, and then I have spent an hour and a half or a few hours reading this book. I got a good chunk into it. I am 40%. I'm almost halfway into Chain of Iron. I'm absolutely loving this story. I love this more than I loved the first book of this series, if that means anything to you. I just love Cassandra's Clare. I love this universe. It's so magical and eerie and dark, and there's so many demons and different types of villains and so many different storylines and people and so much magic, and I'm just very much enjoying it. And the romance in this one is giving. I know it's YA romance, so you're like, how can it be giving too much? It's YA, but trust, it is giving. It's slow burn. There is like an underlying thing that is pissing me off to no end, but I am just absolutely eating it up. I don't care. This book is so good and I'm absolutely enjoying it. My Kindle says I have like over 6 hours and some change left in this. I have 10.5 hours on my watch, so I'll probably be finishing this book in this video and then probably starting a new one. At least another hour or two down today to get us under 9 at least, and we'll go from there. I'm thinking maybe Thursday, Friday I'll be finishing this up. So it'll take me roughly like a week and a half to 2 weeks. I feel like that's realistic, especially working full time and having a social life. Yeah. Hi besties, it is day 9. Exciting update. We will be finishing this tomorrow, which is Wednesday. I have exciting news. I only have 3 hours and 22 minutes. 3 hours and 22 minutes, y'all. That's it. That's all I have left. With that being said, I finished Chain of Iron, and let me tell you, I'm rating this 5 stars. This book was so good. It was way better than the first book, way better than the first series. Like, I don't know if I've rated any of these 5 stars yet, but this one was a 5 star. This one was just perfection. The romance in this was just unmatched. Like the slow burn in their story about everything going on. So good. The villain in this one and the way this one wrapped up was not how I was expecting. Usually her books end with a cliffhanger, which this one surely did. And usually a lot of people die. Don't get me wrong, some people died in this one, but not anything crazy. So to tell you, I am petrified to read the last book of this series. I need to take a break. But with that being said, for the 3 hours and 20 minutes, I think I'm going to try to find a smaller book to start and hopefully finish to end up this reading vlog. But yeah, tomorrow will be the day. Tomorrow will be the day. It only took me 11 days. Hey besties, so it's been a couple days. It took me 10 days to complete the 24 hours. I forgot to take a clip of my watch hitting 0 because, as you guys know, I was reading Yours Truly, and honestly I binged it I got the last 2 hours, I sat down and I binged this entire book. I rated it 5 stars, if you could guess. But let me just tell you, the anxiety representation in this book, I felt to my core. Do you know those books where you read it and you're like, this is me? Like, it's written in my soul, this is me. So that's what happened with this book. And there's like a small subtrope of like pen pal, which if you guys know, that's my favorite trope. So I absolutely adored that aspect of it. But yeah, that's kind of my update on this. I had to let it soak in for a second. I finished this at like 2 a.m. But it took me 10 days to get through my 24 hours. So I want to do a quick little wrap up for all of the books that were involved in this reading journey. You guys are still here. It was a long 10 days, but I got some good books read. So first up, I have Dishonestly Yours. I am going to rate this 3.5 stars. Looking back on it, I don't think it's a 4-star at all. I haven't thought about it since I put it down. I do want to read the next one because of the way it ended and the story was interesting, but yeah, 3.5 stars. Next, I have Luca. This one I'm going to end up rating 3.5 stars as well. This one was okay. It's a very short one, but I felt like they fell in love way too quickly. 3.5 stars. Next up, I finished A Lesson in Vengeance. I know it's not really pictured here. I ended up finishing the audiobook outside of my 24 hours, but I ended up rating this one 3 stars. I would recommend this one. I think maybe I just didn't quite enjoy it, but I could see how people could enjoy it. So I think I would recommend it, but I'm only rating it 3 stars. And then next up, I have Chain of Iron. I'm rating this 5 freaking stars. I love this. This is my favorite Cassandra Clare book that I've read so far, and I've read 5. So this speaks volumes. I loved it. And if you guys want to read anything by her, read this trilogy. I highly recommend this trilogy. And then lastly, I just went over Yours Truly, 5 stars. Please read Abby Jimenez. You will not regret it. If you're still here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I found some awesome 5-star books. You know what to do. Like and comment.